Avinash Varna. I represented India in the International Chemistry Olympiad. I won a silver medal there. I am presently doing my BTech in IIT Madras. My father is an assistant manager in a bank and my mother is a housewife. Since my father works in a bank, every 3 years we get transferred. So during my schooling, I didn't study in any particular place as such. 3 years I was here, 3 years I was there. It was a nice experience in the sense that I got to make a lot of friends. But also there was the initial difficulty of adjusting to a new school in every 3 years. But I guess I adjusted. Seeing all the sports persons and all cricket stars and all representing India, I also had a dream that one day I would represent India. One day while I was reading my college notice board, I saw a notice saying that exams will be conducted for selecting the team to represent India in the International Olympiad. This was during my 11th, but anyway I decided to give it a chance. I wrote the exam, I got an experience of how the exam would be. I didn't get through in my first attempt, but it left me with a nice experience and I knew how the exam was going to be. So next year I was better prepared. In my 12th when I wrote the exam, I think I did decently well and I got selected. So I went on to represent India. When I saw the syllabus for the exams, I realized that most of the syllabus was actually the 12th standard syllabus itself. But when I saw the problems, I realized that only a knowledge of the subject would not help. You needed lateral thinking, ability to deduce things, read between the lines and interpret the problem properly. This can be developed only by solving more and more problems, getting more and more experience, and there's no other way, frankly. Initially when I went to the Olympiad, I was very nervous whether I would be able to do well. But the activities of the first day, we had a cultural meeting in which a local school children performed. That took my mind off the subject and I felt relaxed. Of course, the advantage of the home team was also there with us. Statistics say that India always does well in India. So that also backed us up. I also met the foreigners. Initially I was a bit reluctant to speak to them, but finally as time progressed, we all got on well. We made lots of friends. And then the exam was over and then we had a lot of fun. We went around Bombay, we went to Lonavala, Khandala, we went to SL World and enjoyed ourselves. Finally, when the results were being announced, that is on the closing day, again the tension seemed to come back. Will I win a medal? Will I have done well? I was sitting in the auditorium and waiting for the names. Long time, my name didn't come. I began to get more and more nervous. Finally, when they announced Avinash, Varna, India, silver medal, I really couldn't believe it. And then I got up and started walking. People around were applauding, but I don't think I heard it. Finally, when I went on stage and the chief guest came and put the medal, it took some time for the feeling to sink in. And finally, when I realized that I had actually done it, I was on the top of the world. It's a great feeling, absolutely. I can't put it in words. The Olympiad also helps you in planning a course for your future. If you are selected to represent India in the Olympiad, you are offered a scholarship called the Kishore Vaigyanik Protsahan Yojana if you intend to take up BSc, that is science, as your career. In fact, Bhabha Atomic Research Center also guarantees a job for those who represent India in the Olympiad. Hence, not only for the cultural and aesthetic part of the Olympiad, even your future will be benefited if you represent India in the Olympiad. Though I haven't decided on a specific course for my future, I've decided on a broad outline. Since I like chemistry a lot and I'm also doing electrical engineering, I plan to do research in a way and try to fuse both of them together so that we can prepare better things which can be used in the future.